to my channel. So, hi everyone, long time no see. I really missed you all, and I've been feeling very guilty for not being active as much on YouTube. But yeah, here I am, trying to make up for it. Okay, so today's video is going to be a little different from the others because um, I usually want to be very positive and happy and everything on social media, and then I understand that myself, like personally, when I'm looking at other bloggers or when I'm following somebody, I don't really want them to kind of hide their own sadness or their difficulties. I really want them to be as genuine as possible because that's what makes up a great connection between the person who is doing the vlogs and everything and has an account and the followers as well. So today my video is going to be a little bit different from the others because it's technically about my difficulties that I've been facing for the past few weeks and everything like that. So it's going to be, let's say, a cozy talk. That's how I'm going to name this video because I imagine this atmosphere of sitting with your closest people and then drinking some tea, and I even prepared some tea for myself to have that kind of a atmosphere. And then I have a blanket here, so we're having a cozy, cute little conversation together and trying to get real with each other. I even have a chocolate back there, but I don't know whether I'm going to eat it or not. So yeah, and even I have a messy bun, almost no makeup. This is the only thing that I have on right now. So yeah, as you can see, I'm kind of, this is the part where you're getting close to the people who are the best for you when you feel bad, and then you want to talk to them, not anybody else. So yeah. So yeah, and so that I decided to be a little genuine with you guys and talk about my difficulties. And so to be very honest with you, in the past few weeks I haven't been feeling that happy, or I don't know, my mood's been kind of chaotic because of a couple of things. And to be honest, usually I have some topics that I know I'm going to talk about, but today I don't, so bear with me. So I'm going to kind of just talk to you. Everything is coming from my heart. I didn't plan anything. So, and that's what I love about this talk the most, is that you'll see how I would usually share my emotions if I am in this kind of a situation. Okay, so yeah, so I guess the first, and then when I start talking about this, is that I always keep asking myself some questions, why I'm feeling this way and everything like that. So I'm kind of doing the same today internally. I'm not going to voice it out because you will know what the question was, but yeah, I guess why I was feeling a couple of not really good for the past few weeks I'm sorry, is first of all the weather. I hate it when it's cold, when it's gloomy, when it's gray. I just hate it because the weather has a lot of impact on me, and whenever it's sunny and I don't even feel good, like personally, it doesn't really matter because the sun outside just makes me feel good and warm and happy and positive and everything like that. So I was very sad that the weather started getting gloomy and cold and winter is coming, which is sad for me. But anyway, that's one. I guess that's one of the reasons. And then so I've been feeling very unconfident in the past. I was really unconfident in myself and my knowledge and my skills and everything, and yeah, like especially my writing. So I decided that I had to start a journey, which would be like understanding that I lack confidence and working on it, working towards being more confident. And I was really happy about that because I thought that it would be another achievement for me. And then, so I started working on myself. That's why I decided to work on the things that I was feeling unconfident about, which was my writing skills. I started writing more and more because I think that if you practice more, you'll be able to develop your skills. I started writing more. uh, that's why I took editing courses, and even now I'm in the middle of those courses. At the same time, I knew that I wanted to know a little bit of everything because sometimes I feel like it's never enough. So I decided to do millions of things in a day. So I'm working, I'm studying, I'm doing my homework, I'm taking my Korean classes, reading a book, so, and also working out. So trying to do almost all the things that I would love to do in a day. And yeah, so that's that, and everything was going kind of well because I was seeing some progress. I was seeing some change in my behavior and the things that I know and that I don't know. But the thing that was that made me sad was um, a couple of times I applied to different places and everything. I got rejections and stuff, and that was okay for a moment. And then I was like, yeah, it happens and everything. And so when I started accumulating all of that experience and knowledge and everything, I got a little confident, and I was like, okay, so now if I apply to an internship or to a job, I would be more confident to do so, and maybe I will even get admitted to that workplace. So I decided to apply to Macmillan Publishers. They had an internship, and that wasn't even a full-time job, so it was an internship. Yeah, sorry for this. So I applied to that internship and was pretty confident. I thought that I would be a good candidate for them. Of course, so I'm talking. So you might think that I was rejected or something. I wasn't yet, but there's no answer yet, and it makes me feel so worried. It makes me feel really sad because I thought that, like, when they see my CV, when they see my experience and whatever I'm doing at the moment, they would feel really confident about me, and they would contact me like 1 week or 2 weeks later after the dates that I just applied, but they didn't. So that's also another thing that made me feel really sad because I was like, why aren't they contacting me? Maybe they took somebody else, and that made me sad. Okay. And then there was this other thing which made me really sad. Was, yeah, my editing assignment. I had to do an editing assignment. So the whole thing was like you have to read manuscripts, and then for the first one you have to write an editorial letter, and for the second one you had to write a critique. And usually when I'm reading books and everything, at the end of it, I'm like, yeah, this didn't work well, this wasn't good enough, I think this could be changed and everything. So I knew that in a way I would be able to give some feedback. But then I read those manuscripts and I was like, what the hell am I going to tell them to change? Because yeah, I think it's pretty good and everything, like, and so you imagine the stress that I was in. I'm like, okay, so I am not skilled at all, so I can't give feedback. I don't know what could be changed about this manuscript, and I was feeling pretty sad and pretty bad because I was like, okay, so this is a job that I want to do in the future. So how am I going to do it if I can't think of anything that could be changed in this manuscript? Obviously, for the first one, I'm already done with it. Yeah, I kind of figured it out after reading for a couple of times. But then that was kind of a boom situation for me because I thought that I could be able to I was going to be, capable of giving something, but then it just hit me that I was not capable of doing that because I was done with the manuscript, and I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't say that's the best thing in my life, but it wasn't really bad, so I don't know what could be changed about this. So, um, that's another thing that was kind of, you see, my sadness was accumulating throughout the days and everything. That's another thing. And then, oh yeah, and then something that was connected to my job. So I had to, so I was going to a training that was, this training was for the people that was organized by my company, and that was for the people who in the future were going to become trainers. So it was called Train of Trainers. And I was pretty happy about that because I was one of the people who were chosen to be in that group and to become a trainer, which was pretty fascinating for me, and I was happy about that, very happy. And then, so one of the activities that we had was we were given some stone like things, like everybody was given 3 stones. And then whenever you learned something from somebody throughout the whole session, like it lasted for 2 days, whenever you learned something from them, you had to go and give 1 stone to that person who you learned something from. And so the idea is that if somebody learned something from you, they would give 1 stone to you. And I only got 1 stone at the end of those 2 days. And I and it made me feel, so I would be even more sad if I didn't get that 1 stone too. But I was like, oh, so is that it? So nobody has anything to learn from me, so I didn't say anything that was thoughtful enough to be like an aha moment for somebody. And yeah, that made me feel very anxious and inconfident too, because I was like, so I thought I was saying something, not good things, but you know what, I thought that I was saying something valuable a lot of the times. And then, like, apparently it wasn't something new for people, and apparently they didn't consider it valuable or important enough to give me a stone. I know that's a little thing, but it still made me feel a little inconfident. So yeah, I guess at the moment all of those things together, and of course I'm not blaming any of my colleagues or something. No, I love them a lot, but the thing is that I started kind of blaming myself and not trusting myself as much, because I was like, so yeah, you thought you were saying something smart, but apparently people knew about that and it wasn't anything new, so no one learned anything from you. How sad is that? That even sounds sadder because of my, definition of the whole situation. But yeah, so overall I was feeling a little down because of all of those things. Let me take a sip of tea. Yeah, this made me feel a lot better. This is just black tea. And yeah, so that's why I've been a little bit away from the social media, because I didn't want all of that to be on my account and on my vlogs. And then I was like, why not? And actually, this is the first time I'm being this vulnerable on social media, because yeah, I've been vulnerable through my writings and through my poetry on Instagram, but at the same time, now I'm sitting in front of you talking about the things that made me anxious, that made me feel sad. So it's the first time. So if I'm doing it wrong, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, so actually, the whole situation made me, I was feeling a little worried and sad more in the past few days than today, because I kind of realized that I had to deal with it or it would eat me alive. I would just only think about that, focus on that, and wouldn't have any progress. Still, a couple of things from that still made me make me feel sad or small from time to time, but just wanted to talk to you guys because there might be situations that you relate to me. There might be things that you just heard today and you were like, oh my god, it happened to me too. Please write in the comments below if you related to me, if you have something that makes you worried or makes you feel small or sad these days, because it would really mean a lot to me if we could support each other and lift each other up. Um, to be honest with you, um, writing has made it feel even um, more important. So I decided that I had to write about all of those things that are making me sad, because so many people are facing the same situation and they don't know that others are having the same situation, the same thoughts and feelings and emotions. So I might be writing about all of those things in the future. But yeah, just wanted to talk to you guys and let you know how I feel at the moment and what I'm doing and why I've been away from social media. I actually have been active on Instagram, but I wasn't really active on YouTube. So let me know if you'd like me to have these cozy talks in the future too, because I feel like they actually are very important for us to get to know each other, and for you to always not to think that the people who are putting up content on social media are always happy, are always lucky, are always beautiful. That's so not true. That's why I decided to do this video, to kind of chat with you guys. And please let me know in the comments below what you think about these situations. Do you think I should be sad about those? Do you relate to me? Do you think that you would feel the same way, or do you think that I should just move on and not care at all about all of those things? And also, yeah, let me show you my t-shirt. It really represents what personality I have, which is even my feelings have feelings. So that's, you know, totally me. Who the people who know me would agree with this t-shirt and say that, yeah, that's totally me. I even have another t-shirt that one of my friends gave me on my birthday, and it was written emotions. Again, totally me. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope this wasn't a negative video for you, because just wanted to let you know that I'm feeling better right now and that I'm working on myself not to be sad, not to lose too much energy being sad and focusing on the bad, on the negative. So again, I'm trying to show with this example that, yeah, a lot of the things might not be the way that we want them to be, but eventually I really believe in magic, and I believe that if something bad happens, something good is going to happen too, and even a bigger one. So please follow my account on Instagram, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell if you want to see new videos of me. I have a couple of interesting ideas coming up for Christmas and New Year, so please, fingers crossed that I will be able to do them, because I'm really excited about those. So I'm actually going to guide all of my energy towards those positive projects that I have in mind. Mwah. Love you guys. Stay positive and stay happy. Drink some warm tea because it's cold. And just be honest with me and let me know if I can help you. And if you have some worries, DM me. We'll talk about that, and I'll try to make you feel better. Mwah. Bye.